Zeus. He is the undisputed ruler of Mount Olympus and the king of all the gods. Armed with his legendary thunderbolt, he controls the weather, brings down storms, and maintains justice across both the mortal and divine realms. He rose to power after overthrowing his own father, Cronus, which established a new era of cosmic order. Zeus represents supreme authority in law, and ancient Greeks looked to him as the ultimate protector of the state and guests. Hera. She reigns as the queen of the gods and stands as the goddess of marriage, family, and childbirth. As both the sister and wife of Zeus, her position on Olympus is incredibly powerful, though her myths often focus on her fierce jealousy and vengeance against her husband's many lovers. Beyond these dramatic stories, she held immense cultural importance for everyday Greeks, who prayed to her for stable households and safe deliveries during labor. Poseidon. He is the master of the seas, storms, and earthquakes, commanding the oceans with his powerful trident. As a brother of Zeus, his anger was feared by sailors across the Mediterranean, as a single strike of his weapon could shatter ships or trigger devastating tidal waves. He is also uniquely associated with horses, having created them from the sea foam, according to local legends. His influence was vital to a seafaring society like ancient Greece, where coastal cities built grand temples to appease his unpredictable temper. Demeter. She is the goddess of agriculture, harvest, and the fertility of the earth. Her power directly dictated the survival of humanity, as her grief over the abduction of her daughter Persephone brought about the very first winter, when the soil grew cold and barren. Through her worship, particularly during the secret rituals known as the Eleusinian Mysteries, ancient Greeks found hope for a bountiful harvest and a peaceful afterlife. She represents the fragile, cyclical connection between life, death, and rebirth. Athena. She is the goddess of wisdom, handicraft, and strategic warfare, embodying the intellectual side of battle rather than raw violence. Born fully grown and armored from the head of Zeus, she became the fierce protector of heroes and the patron deity of Athens, a city that honored her by building the Parthenon. Unlike other war deities, she values justice, skill, and intellect, making her a symbol of civilization, philosophy, and human ingenuity. Apollo. He is a multifaceted deity who rules over light, music, poetry, prophecy, and healing. Recognized by his golden lyre and silver bow, he was also capable of spreading deadly plagues when angered. His famous oracle at Delphi served as the spiritual heart of the Greek world, where kings and commoners alike sought his divine guidance before making major decisions. He represents harmony, truth, and the pursuit of artistic and intellectual perfection. Artemis. She is the goddess of the hunt, wild animals, wilderness, and the moon. Twin sister to Apollo, she chose a life of independence in the deep forests, fiercely protecting her chastity and the natural world alongside her nymphs. Her character highlights the balance between untamed nature and the protective boundaries of human life. Ares. He represents the physical, violent, and chaotic aspects of war. Unlike Athena's strategic mind, he thrives on the bloodlust, brutality, and sheer courage required on the battlefield. He was often disliked by the other gods and viewed with ambivalence by the Greeks, who feared his destructive nature even as soldiers prayed to him for strength before combat. His mythology reminds us of the harsh, uncivilized reality of conflict. Aphrodite. She is the goddess of love, beauty, and desire, born from the sea foam after a cosmic clash among the older primordial deities. Her power was absolute, capable of influencing the hearts of both mortals and gods, often sparking great passions that led to legendary conflicts like the Trojan War. She represents the irresistible force of human emotion and physical attraction, celebrated across Greece through art and poetry. Hephaestus. He is the god of fire, metalworking, stonemasonry, and sculpture, serving as the divine blacksmith for the residents of Olympus. He is unique among the gods for being born with a physical disability and cast out of heaven. Yet he earned his place back through sheer craftsmanship and skill. Working inside volcanic forges, he created the magnificent weapons and palaces of the gods, symbolizing the dignity of hard labor and creative resilience. Hermes. He is the swift-footed messenger of the gods, easily identified by his winged sandals and his staff, the caduceus. Because he could travel freely between the world of the living and the underworld, he acted as the guide for souls entering the afterlife. He is also the patron of travelers, merchants, thieves, and diplomats, embodying wit, luck, and the fluid boundaries of communication and commerce. Dionysus. He is the god of wine, theater, festivity, and religious ecstasy. As the only Olympian born to a mortal mother, his journey to godhood was filled with wandering and persecution, which reflected the dual nature of wine itself, bringing joy, but also madness. His worship allowed people to break free from societal constraints through music and drama, making him a powerful symbol of liberation, emotion, and artistic expression.